they get battered. Everywhere they go. Off they get battered. Everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. How good was that?
Mate, that was well, that's what a lot of us wanted to see. Like a convincing. I mean, it wasn't 10 goals, but it was 9 goals. But a convincing win. Tried some things. Tell you what, feel like all we wanted to do was hit that corridor and really work on it.
Mate, danger game, percentage, ding. So, I mean, there you are, eh? I mean, that's the takeout. But, no, it was good. I mean, you know what? There was a lot of Richmond about that first quarter, wasn't there, for the half of it, where it felt like it wasn't quite there for us. And I'm not going to mention the umpires, but there was some favourable decisions that went against us that ruined the momentum. But once we got the momentum, I said in my preview, you got to view this as football. You're away and you want 4-0. You don't want to be threatened. And I think once the boys showed their class, there is levels to this game. And I think we're now really proving to ourselves that we are an actual side, Tez. We're an actual fucking football side, eh?
Do you know what? I mean, they have beaten teams convincingly before over the last few years, but today's game in particular brought me back to 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago when I used to go and watch us get battered by 10 goals and sit in the crowd and sort of sit there and think, it's all going to be worth it one day. One day we'll be doing this to sides, and today was that day.
I can't remember them times, Terry. I don't believe you. I don't believe you, mate. Nah, I mean, it was good to see. I mean, a real positive. I mean, that there was a few goals in them passages of play, like the Matty Owies goal. That is the new Carlton. Extended pressure. You force Zach Fisher to do Zach Fisher things. That's the most score involvements I've seen Zach Fisher have as well for Carlton.
Bang.
So he's going to get a guest rating, I reckon, this week. But no, serious. I mean, 70-odd points from a turnover. Do you know what I mean? 70 points.
Is that what it was in the end?
Yeah, man. So this is a new era from us. 76 points to 36 scored from turnover. 50 of them being forced turnovers. So that's turnover where, we've actually done something. It's not just because North have made a mistake. That's us putting a bit of pressure on. I think what was a real big eye-opener to me was Jacob Wheatering.
Yeah.
Because there was a great passage of play where Wheatering took the intercept mark and they cut some toffee in the cheer squad at North Melbourne dressed up as a rabbit, effing and blinding at the umpire. And by the time they'd panned back, Wheatering had already disposed of it and it was in the corridor. And I was making a joke. If that was Lewis Young, we would still be on Lewis Young holding the mark, waiting to kick it. So it just shows that zip down the back. We did look a different side, didn't we? And let's talk about my mate. Shout out to Ollie Hollands, who brought out the celebration we discussed as well.
Yeah.
But Elijah Hollands,
prophet.
Not surprise, motherfuckers. What a football. Oh, I tell you.
Yeah.
Inject whatever Eli's got into my veins.
You know what, as well? I mean, I thought he looked like a guy that was playing his first game and the rest of the players on the field had played a couple. I thought Wiedering and Marchie probably had some of those moments too where they just looked a little step off. But once Elijah got into the flow of the game, mate, he just looked comfortable and assured. And yeah, that's a nice little pickup there, hopefully, for the rest of the year.
Oh, he was doing stuff that I remembered from the draft time. So when I was chatting in my preview, I said that people forget he's taller than Jack Martin. Right. He's better in the air than Jack Martin. Do you know what I mean? Like, that was one of his strengths as a kid. You really saw that. And he's got the ability to run through the midfield. Like, Jack Martin doesn't know what 20 touches is. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's no disrespect to Jack Martin. It's just Voss likes these dual-type players, and he looked really good. And let's give a shout-out to the Italian stallion, the dreamboat, Adam Cherrett. Like, you know what? If you told me 3 years ago I would be watching a midfield and I'd actually forget Walsh belongs in the midfield.
Yeah.
I started to forget, Terry. I started to forget that. Like my brain at the end of the game was like, Pom Walsh comes into this midfield, and I'm like, fucking hell.
Like where?
Shut up! Shut up! But no, mate. Honestly, Ches was special, and you know what? It was a real strong team performance. They've really bought into that pressure, that tackles, that count. And my issue last year was when we played these sides, and you know what? Full respect to North because they were very like they were Fremantle. They weren't going to go away. You had to knock them out, and North will be fine. Colby McKircher, sensational footballer. Harry
Yeah.
Sheasel. But Harry Sheasel and Zach Fisher have a vulnerability. You put a little bit of pressure on them, you make them rush, and you start to see where they are at a level. And I thought Carlton's ability there to put the pressure on, and how many halfbacks kill us, Terry? We found the methodology. I was really proud of the boys. And you know what? Pat on the back all round, because now you've done what you've got to do, eh? You've got to put these sides away. And I'm talking about us now with the utmost respect. We're a good fucking team, Terry, now. We put these sides away. There is us and them. And we're in the us category now.
Well, I thought, I know that the first quarter wasn't as clinical as what we would have liked, still ahead, but I thought the statement of seeing 27 tackles in the first quarter was telling in the sense of the mentality to put him away early. And then, I mean, you said it, we spoke about it early in the week. It kind of reminded me of us 4 or 5 years ago. Got some young, hungry talent, red time goals. I will get to Nick Larkey. I've been getting hounded with messages about Nick Larkey. I will get to him in due course. I just want to make sure that I've watched the footage properly. But yeah, look, fair play to North. And mate, we're humming. We're humming along.
Mate, you can't trust a bloke that's nickname is something that we all buy pissed at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
like,
mate.
come on.
No, the nerve on it, mate.
Look
Seriously.
at me. My nickname's Savlaki. I'm only eaten by people drunk at 3 a.m. coming out of Rebs. Well done to you, mate. Well done.
I might actually go and get a souvlaki tonight, just in honor, and just like, I might get 2. I might get one, throw it in the bin, and then eat the second one.
Gonna get one and just throw it on the floor in disgust, and then go home and eat beef and gravy.
Mate, disgusting behavior. Disgusting behavior.
In fairness to him, you know, I've got to say, you know, something that has surprised me in the last 2 years under Voss is when we have a little bit of a dust up, it doesn't look like it's something out of the WWE. And those who know me know that I hate the WWE. I just don't get it. So it doesn't feel scripted anymore. Like Wheater coming over there, that felt sincere. Do you know what I mean? That felt sincere. And you know what? We're a really good side, Terry, bro. Like,
mate, I'm just happy that I go to the footy now and I watch Carlton win by 9 goals. Like, I'm just grateful. Waited a long time for them to get to a point where they could do it, and you know, on to the next 3-0, 12 points. What's that? 12 points from 3 games, healthy percentage. Still got lots of improvement to come, but yeah, I've got a quick question. Charlie, what happened? Was it serious?
So it looked like he did his ankle. Like when I say did his ankle, something happened to his ankle. He was in good spirits. The talk coming from the rooms is he's totally fine, and they just shelved him. But they restrapped his ankle, and he jogged off at the end of the game to give. He was seen hugging Walsh. He ran up to Walsh and hugged him. So he looked in good spirits. You know what Charlie's like. Marchbank, that looked really bad on the replay as well. I mean, I've sat next to Jordan Boyd, and I can confirm that guy is all skin and bones. So a hit going into your skull.
I was watching it from right above, and I watched Jordan Boyd look at the ball and go for it. And I was like in the moment saying, no, you're not going for that. That's not the ball to go for. Couldn't believe it. I mean, he'll be filthy at himself. I'm sure he'll feel awful. So I don't want to add on to it, but I just thought it was not the right play to go for. And Paul Marchie's knocked out cold and whatever.
It wasn't. I mean, look, it wasn't the right play, but I'm never going to berate the players for trying to put some desperation in defending.
That's
like,
fair.
you know,
that's fair.
Years ago, I remember a couple of years ago, beating shit sides, and you and me used to complain that it looked too much like a training run.
Yeah, that's
And
fair.
they'd put the ball in the court. I mean, the only time I was worried about the boys was when Callum Coleman-Jones,
Yeah.
and I hope he's all right because I really do like Callum. He's a good little footballer. But when there was that 5-minute break, it looked like it disjointed us a little bit, and it took us a while to get going. It felt like the start of the game again. But you know what, fair play. You've got to put these teams, and you know what, full credit to North and full credit to the Blues. They could have put the foot off the gas, but they tried to impress the fans. You keep asking the questions of this team, and somehow they keep finding the answers.
They
And
do.
you know what? Next week, Adelaide Oval, Fremantle. Oh,
Everywhere they go.
mate, I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. But you know what? Wasn't a sexy performance at times. There was issues at times, but end of the day, winning moves you one step closer to the flag, doesn't it?
Yep.
And they've just
That's
taken
right.
another left foot in front of their right foot, and we do it again. And you know what? Walsh in that midfield, Terry. Give me for a Walsh. Oh, you dirty, dirty boy. Walsh in that midfield. Can I just give a shout out to TDK as well? Tristan Zeri
Yes.
is a little arsehole. He's a
Yep.
little arsehole. He's hard work. You know what? I thought that was a more mature TDK performance, that he understood how to play the game. And shout out TDK, because that was a tough assignment. And I had a beer with my mate last week the first week when GWS beat North. And my mate was like, oh, this is where your side can't do what GWS do. They can go in third gear and be a 5-goal better side. He was like, I question Carlton would have to go level 5 to do this. My opinion, I thought Carlton went level 3 the entire time, and we just battered them.
Yeah.
So, not surprised. Where are you now? Hey, Jeff, where are you now? Crying about that in my fucking couch, telling me my Blue Boys can't go level 3 and beat a side. We just did, mate. We smashed them. Smashed them at level 3. Where are you now? Ask another question, Jeff. You tits. Love you, though.
Pommy, love your work. Thanks for tuning in. And wow, ratings. I'll see you on the ratings Sunday evening.
Mate, can't wait. And also, shout out the Blues, $110. I've just drawn it out, so we're giving 110. We made a multi between ourselves, and if it won, we're going to give it to the Good Friday appeal. So, chat, we'll transfer that 110 to the Good Friday appeal. You know what? I might even sign up for a little cheeky monthly direct debit. Bit of a tax write-off, baby.
Happy Easter, mate. Take it easy.
Happy Easter. Peace, love, everyone.